Hello YOLO and welcome back to Notes on Hobbies. So today we are going to finish one more side quest in the Marsh. And then we're going back to Ribe to talk to Ragnhildr, or whatever you pronounce it. I have no idea. Anyway, so part of our quest is to find Rancor in the Marsh, and I've found him. He is here. So let's go to him. And there are actually around, I think, 2 or 3 options that you can do with him. So the first one is, if we talk to him, we can get him to go to our town to be our merchant, one of our merchants. And the other one is to kill him and bring everything he has back to Brana in Ribe. Alright, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose to make him a merchant for my town. I've been looking for you. Brana sent me. What did she tell you? Your wife told me about what you've done. Wait, she said the fire? Just how did you escape with that much? Perhaps you deserve a second chance. Thank you. Those are quite a lot of supplies. Merchant, you say? Trade has been a bit slow. Right, let's recruit him. That sounds like a fine arrangement. And let's continue. So there we go. We help Rancor haul the cart out of the swamp and retrieve his aurochs. Alright, so now Ragnhildr has joined you in the homestead. Travel back to your homestead to visit. Okay, so that's pretty good. And now the next thing we can do is to go to this small house right here for a little side quest. Right, so here we find Sandor and we talk to him. Who's there? Manny, is that you back at last? I know Manny. I took him as a slave. Then you must let him go free. He is my apprentice. He has been missing for days. Alright, let's release the boy. Here, this is for you. It's a simple gift, but I made it with my own hands. I hope you'll find a use for it. So he gave us 3 armor webbings, but I lost 1 thrall in the process. That's alright, I still have 11. So what's the armor webbing? The armor webbing is used to create modifications for our armor. I'm just trying to find, there it is, see? Armor smithing schematic. Attaching webbing to armor adds 1 more slot to carry items into combat. Right, so that's pretty awesome. Now let's go grab some stuff in here before we go out. And we're ready. Okay, now let's go back to Ribe. Right, so we're back in Ribe. Now we go to Ragnhildr. Alright, let's go talk to Ragnhildr the White. The marsh is safe. No one else will be lost. There were 3 brothers, malformed, but only men. They are dead now. I've dealt with the rats. You'd better not. Okay, we're done with her. Okay, let us now go and hire our crew. So we need to talk to Skallagrimr. Now, talking to Skallagrimr will get us to create 4 more characters for our crew. So let's do that now. So here we are. We are taken into the party selection screen where we can create a new hermit to add to our party. Alright, so let's start with our first one. So for this character, I want to create an archer. There we go. So archers in this game are currently overpowered. So let's just put all the stats to 1 for now. So we'll see the base stats that we have for each character. So if you have 1 hit point, one endurance, your hit point will be 84. So base hit point is 84, accuracy is 55, block chance is 12, critical is 1, damage reduction is 1%, physical resistance 12%, mental resistance 12%, and stamina is 16. So there we go. So what is our main stat for an archer? So the main stat is definitely perception. It determines accuracy with ranged weapons. Perception is crucial to archers and will often reveal additional information during dialogue. So that deserves a 10. And then we have Finesse, which determines base damage with knives and spears and critical chance with all weapons. And as an archer, critical chance is very, very important. Finesse is important to ranged characters and fast-handed rogues and can occasionally be used for surprise attacks in dialogue. So that deserves another 10. So for endurance, for sense, it affects mental resistance and stamina, so we can give her a 5 for that. Just on the same level, the in-between, because we need at least some stamina to travel before they get fatigued. And then for strength, I'll just leave it at 1 because we don't need it, because we're going to be a bow and a knife kind of character for melee, just in case the enemy gets close to us. And for endurance, we'll give the remaining 2 points to that, so at least our hit points can go up to 92. So each point gives us 4 hit points in endurance. For finesse, it gives us 1% in critical chance. And for perception, it gives us 5% in accuracy. So sense gives us 2% in mental resistance and 2 and adds 2 to stamina for each level up, for each point up. Alright, and for strength, I think strength gives you physical resistance, by 2%. Alright, so that's it for our primary stats. Now let us go into the skills. So this very important skill that we need is a bow, and we have 134 skill points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade it to maximum. That leaves us with 59 skill points. And now for the offensive skills, we already have the one that we need, which is interrupt. And support skills, we have tactical move, which is free for everybody. And utility skills, I don't have anything planned for her yet. And then 4 are very important passive skills. First thing we need is walk your shots. It grants 5% chance, 5% points hit chance for every shot on the same target. Alright, so this is useful for this skill right here. Quick shot. Because of the minus 30% accuracy for each shot, you need the 5%, additional 5% for the next shot. Okay, what else do we need? We need steady hands. Interrupt attacks have 100% hit chance. So we can get that one, because we will be interrupting most of the time if an enemy is not yet in the range of sight. Okay. Next, we have a sharpshooter. Definitely a sharpshooter because it increases the minimum hit chance and range attacks to 10%. And what else? Point blank. Range attacks have 100% critical chance when the target is in melee range. So this is also important if we are delivering the killing blow, because if the enemy is close, if the enemy is in melee range, that enemy has a attack of opportunity, which they could deal damage to us before we could hit them with a bow. Keen Eye. We also need 50% armor piercing for all attacks. That increases a lot of our damage. We can also get Backstabber as well, because whenever you miss an enemy, they immediately become harried. And also when you hit them, there's also a chance of them being harried. But I think the game is set that when you miss an enemy with any bow or any ranged weapon, then they immediately become harried. Alright, so I think I'll go for that. I think I'll add Fortune Favored. Maybe. That's okay. At least we got 13 points critical chance now. And what else can we do with the remaining 12 points? Maybe we can do Rebuke. So that when an enemy is in close range, you can just move them 1 hex away. And then this powerful kick as a passive skill. It will also apply the knockdown status to Rebuke. And there we go. We've got all our skills and stats for our first additional character. So let's click done. Yes, I am satisfied. There we go. We've created now. Now we need to create 3 more. Alright, so let's go and briefly do them. Alright, so we've got our character look. Now let's go to the stats. So for this character, I will want her to become a monk. You know, dealing with hand-to-hand combat, no weapon at all. Alright, so for the monk, we need a lot of stats in strength. So that's gonna be a 10. For endurance, we won't need perception for this character because she is not going to be using any ranged weapon at any moment now. So let's go give her endurance for the life that she needs, for the hit points. And then for finesse, we'll leave it at 3. So we need sense as well for the stamina and the mental resistance. Alright, so let's go and click our skills. So for our skills, of course, it's going to be the 5 levels for unarmed combat. Offensive skills. Do we need anything? Of course, we need a rebuke. And I'll show you why later. We also need throwing. And for the skills, I will give her a taunt. But she's not going to show her ass in the game. And then, what else do we need from this guy? Nope. Alright, do we need anything from here aside from provoke? Not at the moment. Alright, let's go to our passive skills. We have Stone Fist. Unarmed attacks do double damage and can now kill. That is very obvious. And also Powerful Kick. This will also apply the knockdown effect to our rebuke. And what else? It can also add Opportunist because this one grants +1 attack of opportunity per turn, which we can do well with our skill of Taunt, because Taunt forces the target to move their full movement towards the user, and for the next turn we can use Taunt on archers. So for the next turn the archer might want to move, so we get 2 attacks of opportunity just in case two enemies move across us. Alright, so what else can we give this character? We also need to give her physical resistance, of course, so that she will live long. And then +10 hit points, definitely. And also Backstabber. Because after we've used the throwing, so we will definitely most likely miss because we only have 1 perception. So our accuracy is very low at 55%. And you add the enemy's evasion, then our accuracy will definitely be below 50, which gives us a chance to miss, a high chance to miss, making the enemy harried, giving us +20% damage. You can also do a sneak attack. So I think the +10% is very good for additional damage when someone is flanked, when an enemy is flanked. Maybe we can do +1 movement in combat as well. I don't know. But for now, should I give him stun? Yeah, maybe I could give him stun as well. But for now, I think I'm happy with him. Alright, let's go click done. Anyway, if we haven't used all skill points, you can still assign them later. Okay, let's click yes, I'm done with her. Got my monk, now let's create another character. Alright, so this character I want to make a healer. Alright, so let's just quickly create a character. Alright, I think I'm happy with this character face and physical features. Now let's go to the stats. Alright, so for this one, this is going to be a healer, so we don't need strength because we're not going to be dealing a lot of damage anyway. So this character is going to be here to keep everybody alive. So for endurance, I'm going to keep it at 4 because I'm going to maximize perception and strength. So finesse is going to be at 4 as well. So we've got enough hit points, 96, to keep this character alive anyway. And then we need perception because we are going to give this character a sling. Alright, so for the sense and also mental resistance and stamina. Because this is fundamental to witches, skalds and other support characters and can often be used for persuasion in dialogue. So let's give him a sling. So it gives our characters in the open a full cover. So that's very important. Alright, for offensive skills, interrupt will do. We're not going to be an offensive character. Let's go to support skills. And we're not going to learn taunt. We are going to go to healing, which we can go and grab maybe... How many points do we want in healing? There's also witchcraft in here. So let's give him demoralize for now. But I want to focus on healing as well. So we have utility skills. We can give him a... Where was that? Heavy slipper. He's mostly going to be a support character in our camps. Maybe we can make use of him as a tinkerer. There you go, level 3 for tinkerer. Just for now. And for the passive skills, we can have 10 points for the low hit points because of the low endurance. I'm thinking of putting finesse. Oh, this is important for ranged characters. Alright, let's add more endurance. I want this character to be very, very, healthy. I don't want him to die easily. Alright, so what else can we give him? Oh, we can increase the physical resistance. Because I want this character to be a hardened character and also low profile. Definitely low profile. We don't want him to be the target of our enemies. And we can also give him evade because we don't want him to be the target of archers and then die in just 2 attacks. Alright, so we can give him evade. To give him 5% points. Range damage reduction. Very important. And we can also use dodge to have an enemy critical chance. Because that is also important in staying alive. And also 1 movement in combat is important when we want to heal somebody who is very far away. I think that's it for now. I'm happy with that. Alright, let's go and click our healer. And then for the last one, this character will be a surprise character. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to tell you what it is in a few moments. Alright, so my next character, this guy, is going to be my brute force. So he's going to be all black because he's my assassin. No, not assassin. He's going to be a brute attack. Alright, I'm happy with that. Let's click next. So, what do you think do we need? We don't need finesse. Don't need critical. He's going to be a brute force guy. We don't need perception because we're not going to be using range. We're going to give him some mental resistance so he can rush into battle. And then make this 10 and 10. Alright. So now we got 120 hit points. That's a lot. Okay, so for the weapon, give a guess. It's gonna be full-blown Danax. Offensive skills. It's gonna be a charge. And it's gonna be a throwing for making our enemies harried. For the support skills, we can have taunt. Our passive skills now. First one, backstabber. Definitely backstabber. So I'm thinking of putting a lone wolf, because I'm gonna be rushing him into battle. But that would give me a lot of enemies beside me, which I really don't think is ideal, because you have to be sticking with each other. So I'm gonna leave it at that, because he doesn't have a shield, and his armor should be heavy, but that still doesn't provide enough protection for him to live out long. Thick skin. 10 hit points. Also patient. Good patient. Because he's gonna have a lot of hit points there. We need a lot of restore and revive hit points. Flanking damage multiplier is reduced by 15% points. So alright. We can add that in there. We can also add lone wolf if we have fencer. So when he is flanked, he will still be able to get 15% points off the damage. And also range damage reduction, I believe. And also have the enemy critical chance, but we don't have any more skill points. So I'm thinking about removing taunt here. We can do that in the next part of the characters level up. Alright, so I'm happy with that. Let's click yes. Alright, so I've got all my 10 characters for my party. Let's click confirm and let's go and play on. Alright, so for that we gain 5 skill points, which we can use to level up our characters. And the first one we will do is Gandalf. Dodge. Come on, upgrade that. Alright, we've got dodge, so it has the enemy critical chance on us. And we can do bloodthirsty. There we go. Finished. So I've decided to give Nefia a rebuke. And then we'll give her a powerful kick. That means after she kicks an enemy, that enemy will be down and 1 hex away, which she can still use a spear on the next turn. Very good combo. Scouting. You're not a scout. You're a guard, aren't you? Should I make her a scout as well? Yeah, let's make her a scout. Alright, Kettle. What are you up to? I've given him cripple. Rebuke. So just give him a powerful kick as well. And then we can go scouting. Okay, he's also a healer. He can spot traps. Yeah, that's because it came with him as well. So I can't do anything about that. Alright, I'm happy. Everybody's happy. Let's give this guy a sword. Damage? Or maybe should have given him a shield. Doesn't matter. What utility skills do you have? Guarding and repairing. I'll give you 1 guarding skill for now. And do I give you repairing? Yeah, let's make him the repairman, dude. Yeah, let's make him the repairman. And then we have Roskva, who is our preserving master. Let's give it 2 levels, maybe 3 levels up? I don't know. Let's keep it at 4 for now. So I want to give her more healing capabilities. Oh, look at that. Witchcraft. Let's do that. I like that. I like this skill. Suggestion. That would be very nice. Gunnar! What are you up to, mate? Oh, we can give him the maximum X rank of 5. Awesome. And then, nope, I wanted to upgrade Guardian, but I couldn't. That's alright. And Ebbe! Ebbe is my healer. So you, my dear friend, are a tinker, aren't you? Alright. Ooh, let's give him something that we can use outside of combat. And that would be Tinker. Alright, I'm happy. Alright, so we can now ask Hades about the gravesite she used to tell stories about. So we need to get out of Ribe and go back to our main town. Alright, so we're back in town and we're back to create more armor first for our characters. We need armor. We have maybe 10% in melee damage reduction and probably 5% in rage damage reduction. And then let's see, what can we do? Few HP per turn. Yeah, that would be fine. Let's craft that. Can we do 2? No. You wish. Alright, let's make another one. I think we need 4 of them. Yeah, let's go create more freedom of movement. Alright, one more. This is really expensive to build, you know. Oh, that's the... no, that's not it. Oh boy. Anyway, at least we got some armor. Alright, thank you. Now I can equip the armor to my new weapon, to my new characters. So this is my archer. What do we want with our archer? Melee damage reduction. Let's go give it to our monk. No, that shouldn't be yours. Should have the worst armor ever. And Gandalf needs to have a very good armor. Who was it that doesn't have armor yet? Oh, everybody has armor. No, I'm missing one. I created 4 characters. 1, 2, 3. There he is. You've been hiding from me, mate. Alright, so we need to ask Hades. Hades is down here at the bottom. But before that, I just need to grab something from the beach. It's just one of the quests for Hulda. Hulda the Witch. Remember her? This girl right here. Alright, have I gotten it? Not yet. Here we go. We got the beach flower. Alright, let's go talk to Hades first. See what I told you about? Ragnhildr being here. So now he is one of our merchants and we can purchase and trade with him. No, not purchase, trade. Here we go. What are you selling? Let's see what you've got. So he's selling salvage, medicine, valuables, rations, and meat. Well, what can we buy with meat? Let's buy some meat first. There you go. How about 20 meat? Then rations, we can probably buy 10. No, not 10. He's not selling ration. Oh, he is selling rations, but you can't trade rations for rations. That is just stupid. Anyway. There we go. Let's trade that. He has very low supply on ration. So, Valuables. 200 valuables. Oh man, this is so expensive. Stuff in here is so expensive. Alright, let's talk to Adis, get this done with.
Ho there. What brings you kids out here? Don't tell me Ranvai's sow chose this moment to give birth.
I feel like I'm missing some important context here. I want to ask you about one of the stories you told when we were children. Do you know if the tomb is real? I'm preparing an expedition. I need treasure that I can trade for supplies. What about your sons? Do you know how to defend yourself? You're welcome. We need everybody in here. She might be useful in camp. Where is she? Adis. There we go. See? We can upgrade her. So she's got a sword and an axe. I'm gonna make her the chef cook. Oh yeah? And then, what else can you do, Adis? She's got protect. Oh, you know what? I could have given Ass Life protect as well. Interesting. Wow, look at that. Physical resistance and mental resistance. So if she has protect, raises the damage reduction of any adjacent friendly target to match the user's damage reduction. And look at his damage reduction. 27% and 23%. That's bad. Ass Life can do better. Anyway, that's not our point. Our point is to make her very, very useful. So I've given her all the shields she needs. And also our homestead needs an upgrade. So what can we upgrade before we go? The blacksmith. Really? +4 prosperity. Roads or a pierre? No. How about a mead hall? Yeah, I know about them. Alright, let's make it 1 week, 1 day. If we don't, it's 2 weeks. Alright, let's give 3 thralls. There we go. We'll be finished in 1 week and 1 day. Also, there's a sort of a training you can do with these little kids right here. So let's do that. I'll just quickly save. I will have a battle with them. Alright, so we've done with them the training. Now like we can go and do Hulda's side quest. At least that gives us 3 skill points for the time we spent there. Alright, let's go talk to Hulda. How are you doing? Can you give me a remedy against wound? Is there anything you need done? If you're short on herbs right now, perhaps you could gather some. I've already picked the flowers. Give it the beach flowers, the grave flowers. So basically the grave flowers were from the grave on the far right north of the map of the town. And the animal pen is on the left. The top left part of the map. Right, so we get 3 skill points for that, and she also gave us numbing tinctures, which we can give to our characters to restore 30 to 40 hit points. That is amazing. Believe me. Alright, let us now go and check. So we need to travel east to the small hamlet to search for the ancient grave. Alright guys, I think I'll end the episode there for now. Thanks for watching. Click the like button if you like this video and subscribe to see more of Expeditions Viking. Keep on watching. You only live once. See you in the next one.